Good. Okay, cool. I'll have to change my wording here. Uh, mm, there we go. Nito, Frito, Doritos. We're on. Okay. So where were we? Ah, okay. I see what he did here. That makes sense. All right. We'll get the PSG sound, left and right audios. Oh, we'll even put on the right camera angle. I'm so good at this. There we go. Cool. All right. Have all of the components still here. How do we do this? Got too much crap. Anyways, solder stuff out of here. Get this guy soldered in place. So our PSG is black. Um, our left one is brown. Okay, so PSG. Let's start with PSG. So, come on, brown. Yeah, brown wire goes over here. This one goes over here. We might as well use a nice big pad. So, all right, put it right there. Cool. Might as well start getting stuff warmed up. Which one's the left and which one's the right? Left is the one on the left. Imagine that. Right's on the right. Right is right. You're right there, and then you're right there. Okay, cool. You're not even warmed up yet. Can't start soldering till you're warmed up. So I guess I could start routing the other wires we need, which will be coming up this way. Oh, we took that cap out. What wires are we coming out? Let me take a look here. So this is where we're coming out of the controller port. Then we have 3 wires coming around from the side. So get the 3 wires through there. That would look nicer. Let's see. Got 4 wires on this one. We can do that. More wires come here. We'll wrap around this way. Is that where he's had them wrapped? Let me take a look. I don't even know if my chat's working yet. Oh well, find out. So yeah, he had those wrapped around. Yeah, come over here more like by the video. Okay, I'm on the switch. Do that. This would definitely be a shorter route if that won't mess with things. And we still have the audio. Yeah, we can do our 2-wire audio for. It's going to be these short wires here. It's going to be here to here. Easy enough. So that one had the purple going to the outside one. So this one. Can this zoom in? I'm not messing with this camera much. Let's see here. Where's my camera? Razor. Properties. Video configuration. Camera control. So we can zoom it in. Only a little bit, but still. Oh, let's do the auto, I guess. All right, that's a little better. All right, so we'll have these two here. Boop, boop. Beep, boop. They can go here. These two. Don't need to be that long. Could route them underneath here, actually. Yeah, do that. You just run away from me there, wires. Jesus. Stop moving. There. LX there and RX here. Then we can go and try to go underneath here. I think that will look nicer. Maybe it will look nicer. Not easier. Why are you not grabbing? There we go. You're the worst tweezers. All right, go. Just kind of help you guys this direction and tape you down there. And I think that's right. See, the purple one is on the outside, is the closest. Okay, so the red one will be on the outside. You see there. Red's there, orange there. All right, use some more solder and use some more solder. And then we just kind of like this. Uh, okay, another strip of tape here. So that should be Everything good? That's right. The robot voice is on the wrong channel. Hold on. Yeah, I've got my headphones on. Output device speakers. There we go. I don't need it on my headphones. But I got my headphones from my mic, so I think it should sound better. Just let me know how my sound is. So far, I've hooked up my uh this the sound for the Sega CD. Now we need to still get over here. My 5 volts. Where's my 5 volts come from on this? Or is it already supplied? I don't know. Let's see.
ONI Densetsu. This cam is excellent.
I zoomed in a bit. I figured out how to make it zoom, so that helped. So we got these guys in. Um, one looks like crap. What must have been my last soldering job for last night. I just couldn't bother to actually finish it. All right, there we go. It looks a little better. But my 5 volt and ground, I guess I don't need to worry about because I got my grounds up here, and is my 5 volts coming off the pin? I guess I don't know. Oh, well, let's get our other color set down. We're gonna see if this should be long enough here. Yeah. All right. Where are we getting our red, green, blue? All right, they're coming off of these 3 pads here. Okay. Is there something I'm missing, or does this look about right? Is it like I guess there's some wires I don't have to hook up because they're on other pins or for other consoles. So I think that's what's messing with me right now with all the non-populated pads. I just cut the green wire. I didn't split it at all. Just cut the wire. There we go. Just trim it down. It still should be long enough to reach.
ONI Densetsu. Looks about right.
All right. Sounds good. I guess we can finish these guys up here first before we start on the next one. All right. So we'll give some solder here for PSG, and then the audios come off of this side pin. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that's the right pin, but I'm gonna roll back up and make sure. Yeah, it's the outside pin. The pin on the right. I thought the other ones were grounds. All right. Here we go. You two move out of the way. Looks like I got a stray wire sticking up right here. There we go. All right. That's that one. And then we would get This one goes here. Super easy to strip the wire here. There we go. Okay. I remember when I was getting a triple bypass. The reason why I got this board originally, I was gonna put it on my CDX. That's all right. I'll probably get some of those from you. At least one or two. Jesus Christ. The wire just melted down completely. Or the shielding. The shielding. Instantly gone. See if I can. Hold on.
Tiki Party. Doug performs surgery live.
Right. Gotta bring this wire. I chopped it off a bit too short, so I gotta bring it back up here and come through a different way so it's closer to that pin. Come on. Oh, it's, I got it stripped. It keeps on getting caught on the wires, trying to get through. There we go. We got it. That's better. Now we can. There we go. All right. So now I can reach it again. Got to trim that down again. All right. One more trim should do it. Let's get it on. Right here. There we go. All right. Do our continuity checks, make sure no one's shorting. We're good. All right. Now we can start on this stuff.
Hell's Angel 79. Hey all.
Hey, Hells. How's it going, buddy?
Hell's Angel 79. Doing okay and yourself?
Bad. Got a good night rest. I yesterday I woke up like 3 in the morning, so it was nice to wake up at like 7.
Onai Densetsu. Hello at Hell's Angel 79. Hell's Angel 79. Wow. Hell's Angel 79. Onai Densetsu.
All right, so we got our trims down. Let's go ahead and we got to get, I guess it's these jumpers on the closer side. Well, let me look at my reference page. Yes, red, green, and then blue. All right, so we'll have a little bit of soda, red here, not bridging. Thank you very much. Red, green, and blue. And then we will get the ancient solder wick out. Get that off of the ground side. All right. Let's see. Oh, how are these are going to sit here. Oh, spread them out a little bit further. Okay. We'll start with the blue. That way you don't have to reach over. Got so much. Clean up my desoldering iron, and now it's got solder all over the place. I need a little tiny vacuum.
D2 Crafty 1. Was wondering why you are up at 6 a.m.
There we go. Here we go. Now we can trim. After I put solder on it, it of course made the wires way too long. Trim these guys down ever so. How does this sound for you guys? I'm using my headphones, and I don't know if the quality is better or
D2
worse.
Crafty 1. Then I figured, you live in the East Coast.
I do.
LOL.
Yes. Question is, what are you doing here? What are you doing?
Hell's Angel 79. Sounds alright, slightly worse, but still good.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's just coming out of some Raycon headphones. I didn't know how quality the voice is. The voice is set up to only be for like phone calls, so I didn't know how well it was going to work.
D2 Crafty 1. What were you using before?
I was using a Tononics microphone, sitting on my desk, so my face was away from where I was actually talking. So, can I go this direction? Is this the way you would go? I think that looks right. Go like that. Then it's right here. Blue, green, red. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's perfect. Okay. Let me get some. I think I'll be. I don't know where the
Hell's
metal
Angel
is.
79. Go through the hole. Hell's Angel 79. Next to the board. Hell's Angel 79. Or is that blocking something?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of. Let me see. Let me see how this looks. I mean, always.
Crafty one. Maybe if you had a little pop filter on the mic, it helped.
Hmm. Oh, I got some strong peas. Hold on. Maybe if I just turn down the gain, maybe that'll help some. Okay, maybe that should do it. If not, I can always just change back. Let's see here. It's supposed to be sitting. Okay, so we'll just take the base here. It sits in here like this. Which ones will I have to cut? Maybe that stand. I don't know. Maybe that'll be okay. Trying to see if all the everything goes in through here the right way. This standoff might be in the way. Yeah, so I'm going to cut, trim that standoff slightly on one side. I hate cutting plastic on these old consoles, but I mean, gotta get it in here. We gotta get it in here. Okay, try that
Hell's
now.
Angel 79. Can't you go through the whole nest to the 3BB board? Hell's Angel 79. Or whatever it is called.
Well, we have this. Okay, so now that sits flat. I'm thinking I can wrap around right here. There's a plenty. Well, I was making sure it wasn't against the plastic. So if I go around this way, it should be fine. I just didn't want it to get caught up um, on any of the switches, or I didn't want it to get here because you might catch it when you're plugging in the power cord or whatever. So maybe I'll go around on this side of this cap instead. Yeah, we'll go this way. That should get us out of the way of anything. We'll come over here, we'll taper it down, we'll flip it over, and then we'll solder it on. All right, that should be good. And I don't think I got to see where these tabs are. Um, so we got these holes sitting here. So this tab here, I'm gonna have to move down. The other ones look okay, but we'll just kind of take this one and we'll flatten it out. There we go. And then now it shouldn't be hitting the metal or anywhere. So it's sitting like this, like here. So this will be sitting on top again. All right. So,
D2 Crafty one. Does that act like some sort of heat shield?
yeah,
Just a mount for the board.
it's a grounding shield. So it does more grounding for it.
Hell's Angel 79. Think it's mostly RF shielding.
Yeah, it's mostly RF and it has some grounding. But yeah, mostly RF. Mostly. All right. I think I might have to trim some of the top too, but now we got the bottom shield taken care of. I'm going to get this wire on here first, and then we'll worry about the shielding. I was just worried about like this little standoff peg. So I'm glad I didn't have to cut it off. I could just trim it on one side.
Hell's Angel 79. Oh, it's a standoff hole. Yeah, that wouldn't work. My idea.
Yeah, I don't want to cut the standoff hole off out. Um, where'd I put my? There it is. Like I lost my Capcom tape already, and I just had it. Found it. All right. Okay.
D2 crafty one. But since you are not using RF anymore, does it matter?
It really shouldn't. Um, but I try to keep it on there just so I'm not gonna throw away stuff from an old console if I don't have to. You know what I mean? Let me try this way.
Hell's Angel 79. It's probably more to keep the FCC happy.
Yeah,
Hell's Angel 79.
but
When shipped stock, that is.
the FCC won't let me be me on MTV. Oh, too much solder is bridging on me. I need more light. Na 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 na. All right, that looks good. Continuity test. Make sure we don't have any shorts. Yeah, we got a wire somewhere. That looks like crap now. Oh, that's all right. All right. Now let's see. All right, that's better. So we got that there on. Got these guys on. That. This wire looks like crap. I need to fix that up. Like I got 2 threads out of all the wire on here. Okay. That looks like crap now. Again. Just trying to get the best connection on here and get all the wires on and keeps melting the shielding. There we go. I don't see any strays, but we'll go ahead and just double check. Make sure we don't have any stray wires hitting anything. All right, nobody's doing anything. I don't know what the HR and HL is for, but I guess we don't need it on this model. Oh, that's headphone. Okay, that's what that is. That's headphone. We don't need that one. And I don't know what M1PU is. I think that's a different chip, so we don't need that. And I don't know what LPF stands for. And here's CV, but I think that's already connected somewhere. Oh, well, that looks like it's everything that we need to connect.
ONI Densetsu. This board is all different.
Yeah, so we got headphone wires here, headphone, ground 5 volt. Those are all coming in other places. CV, I don't know what it's why I don't see a wire hooked up for it. Let me go double check my sheet here before we go test it. All right, we lifted legs. We removed resistors. We connected those. And that's model 3. Yeah, it's model 3, or model 3 revision 2. All right, let's go test it.
ONI Densetsu. I wonder if the headphones are outputs for the headphone on model 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I think so too. I think it's to connect those headphones up. All right, let's get some power on. Hey, I found my glasses. They were in here. Okay, where's my power cord? So this is my Generation Next power cord I forgot to put up with the console. It's now dead. Get him out of the way. It's like I got too much wires everywhere. Here it is. Now we should have 100% pure, uh, back to the middle and around again. Here we go, powering on. All right. It looks a little cleaner. The real question is, do we have Sega CD music? I have stereo sound now. You guys hearing that? Sounds good. There's our music for the Sega CD. Oh yeah, boys. There we go.
Hells Angel 79. Can you test the audio Oswell for Mega like on Model 1? Hells Angel 79. For volume.
Oh, on the Genesis? Coming out of it?
Finally
No.
saw a shark on a 3.
Oh. Moving down there. Uh-oh. I'm riding a gator bait.
The critters in 3, 9 or 3.
3, 9 or 3. All right. Missed it. Sounds good. Oh, that's a 3. Ah, I done fucked up the Aaron. Oh well, that's fine. All right, so what else? Let's do some Sonic the Hedgehog to just kind of verify all of the jail bars are gone and we got a good picture. That looks nice and clean. I mean, with the upscaling, it almost looks like it's an emulator.
Hells Angel 79. Man, that looks clean.
Oh man, I'm jelly. That. All right, so we need to like. I'm gonna take a photo of it on my television, and then I'm gonna hook up my Model 3, and we'll see the difference. All right, I'll just take a picture of the intro screen. See the difference. All right. Let's hook up my Model 3. That's beautiful stuff, man.
D2 Crafty One. Makes me wonder if the Japan consoles had the same RF shielding.
Okay, so that's what's funny is that I got a Japanese Genesis, a Mega Drive 1 that when I opened it up, it was weird because it was really light, and I opened it up, it had no shielding in it. So I don't know if somebody else did work on it and just didn't put it back on, or if it never had shielding in the first place. Come on. All right, here we go. Recently played Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm the audio sounds worse on this version. And the color is not as vibrant. That's what I'm noticing. Hold on. Yeah, the white.
79.
Yeah.
Mono sound too, I think.
Yeah, it's mono sound too. I don't have the stereo sound on this. So, yeah, that's. I guess I need to buy another one of those cards to mod this guy up. It's all right. I'm also put him back up. I would never just take out the Model 3 to play because it's like I got the CDX. Why would I need the Model 3 out? So I do need to clean that guy up and recap my Model 3 or my CDX soon. I've not done that yet. All right, let's go back and put them together. And let's see where we should have to go on here. Because we might have to chop some shield off the top.
Hell's Angel 79. CDX is Mega Drive plus CD no.
Yes. I'm not seeing anything it's touching on this one. I think I ran all the wires so the top shielding is fine.
Hell's Angel 79. Does the 32X work on it?
In theory, yes, but because of the 32X getting hot, you can overheat your CDX, which causes more problems than just using another console. But you can, in theory, yes, you can play it on there. All right, let me clean up some of
Hell's
my
Angel
mess.
79. Oh wow.
Let me just do this. And then we'll take a look at the now, in theory, after I did this mod, we could use the 32X on top of the that Model 3 I just modded. I couldn't do that originally. I know I have a roll of paper towels down here. There he is. He's running low. We gotta at least clean this up before we put the clean console back up here. All right. Nice, clean, and blue. All right. So this guy's I've cleaned up as much as I can. We've bent this guy down so that shielding shouldn't be in the way now. I don't think this one had a brace uh, underneath of the controller port. Oh, I'm gonna have to break it off. Crap. Or I can put maybe bend it under all the way. We'll bend it under. There we go. Okay. Probably put some Kapton tape on the top of the board now that we're all done with it, just to make sure nothing shorts out once we put it back together. There we go. Okay, that's there. It's mostly. Mostly. Let's grab all the screws that's on the magnets. Some of these screws are for the Minister because I didn't put all the screws back in it. That's all right. Let's see. Longer screws down here. Your shorter, your longer screw. So your bigger head here, there. So we got 4 thick screws and 4 thinner screws. Oh, hold on, we got another one, another thick one, and then another longer one. We got too many screws over here. So we have what, 4 screws in this case? Yeah. And then we have 1, 2. I assume there's screws on there. So we have a longer screws going down here. Okay. Oh, I gotta be right back. I bought Japanese JP1 or JIS standard screwdriver set, so I have the right screwdrivers. Hi. Yes, honey. Yes, we can move that all back. I'll do it when I'm done, okay? I'm fixing stuff. All right. If I can figure out how to get into it. There we go. JP standard screwdriver set. Hooray. Oh, it's like it was made for that. I'm thinking the ones we're going to use are these two mostly. These two are really big. All right, cool. Let's get the long ones in first. Yeah, there we go. Feels really loose. Was the smaller ones actually for the plastic holding it on?
Need two crafty one. What does that hole do?
That's for your reset button. All right, let's see what screw comes out here. Come on, screw. Okay, so they are the smaller screws. All right, so the thinner screws are actually what holds the shell on. We'll mess with my game in a second. And the bigger screws are what's inside. All right, why am I missing more screws? Did this not have all the screws in it? Or are they on the magnet on the end of my screwdriver or something? Those are for the other thing. Let's get him on here. Oh, that's too big. Well, Possibly it was already out. I don't see him here anywhere. Yeah, let's get the shell on. Now,
D2 Crafty 1. Razor right there giving me anxiety.
oh yeah, I will put him up. Thank you for reminding. I got a plastic container here. Good call, sir. Is that the one I just put a screw in, I think? All right, all right, all right. I think we need to go test Streets of Rage because it's got like the best stereo and best music on almost any Genesis game. Look at that. Look at that body. Uh-huh. That's good. So what's going to happen if we put component cables in? I don't think it's going to do anything. I don't think it's going to work at all. Oh, here's a Saturn. That's Saturn. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. I think we're good. What else do you think you guys think we should test on it?
Hell's Angel 79. Virtua Racing.
All right, yeah, we got to test that and make sure it's still good. Good point. Oh, I'm already in the. Or it's going to be.
D2 Crafty 1. Does the power base converter work on that thing?
Yes, it should. I'll try this in a Master System game now. It didn't before. I had to change the I had to reconnect some pins to get the Master System to work again. But it should work. The only thing that won't work is FM sound. I don't think that's going to work, but we can test it. What Master System game should we try? I always go for Phantasy Star because it's so beautiful. But I mean, this is a smooth 60 frames, baby.
Hell's Angel 79. Penguin Land has FM.
Which one? Oh, Penguin Land. That's true. All right, let's go to. That's probably why it didn't work. Let's go. Oh, I can't get to the reset thing.
Impressive. This is on a Sega.
It is. All right, so we'll go to. I think I just do like the series and collection and go to peripherals, FM sound, all FM sounds. Yeah. I don't think is that the FM? No. That's the PG. All right, so I don't think the FM works on this. Let me go into the
D2
options.
Crafty 1. Of course that. And maybe Zillion.
Let me go into, where is it? We'll turn this off and see if it sounds the same. That sounds about the same, actually. Yeah, I don't think the FM. It does say the FM is not restorable, but we go to the one that they hold on. Go back in here to options. Turn this back on just to see. Because why am I having brain fart of everything? Double Dragon is really obvious. It's FM or not. That sounds like FM to me. All right, now we'll go back out here. And we'll go to options and turn off this chip. And start it again. Yeah, it is playing FM. Oh, the video's not working for you guys. There it comes on. So it is letting you play FM. But to be fair, the FM chip is emulated through the Mega EverDrive. It's not using anything on the Genesis.
Hell's Angel 79. Nice.
I don't know if you had the FM like the EverDrive with the FM or the power base converter with the FM converter on it. I don't think that would work. Yeah. So I think this is because the EverDrive is emulating that. Oh, I need to hit C. I started the game again.
D2 Crafty 1. Funny, the battery on my Miracle Warriors still saves games. Those old Master System games.
Love them. My Phantasy Star still saves, actually, now that you mention it. See, this really shows you how clean it is. Like, looking at the words on the screen, there's no bleed or anything. It's just, like,
D2
smooth.
Crafty 1. Still original battery.
Yeah, I've not changed it on my Phantasy Star. Alright. Trying to think if I've got a power base converter that would I don't know, I only have the big power base converter. I didn't get the Model 2 power base. Like the cartridge one. I'd like to get one of those. Alright, so I think we're good on this guy. I can't think of anything else we need to do to it. I forgot how the buttons are set up. I'm trying to play it like it was a Street Fighter game. I was like, wait, why? Oh yeah, this isn't a 3-punch game. What? Oh wait, I don't have to hold block on. That's the thing in the other Mortal Kombat where you hold block. All right, I think we're okay. All right, so I think we're good. I just wanted to play games now.
D2 Crafty 1. Makes me wonder. My old save games are on there. Is there a way I can transfer that out so I can save it on better memory?
Um, uh, you can if you can get a hold of a retrocade. So like, let me show you this thing. I'll go back over here to just chatting. So I'm borrowing this one, but this will let me put my games in here and pull the saves off of them. So I actually, or you can rip the games. So like on my EverDrive, I have a few games that I ripped completely off my original cartridges and put them on there.
Hell's Angel 79. Oh, nice.
And then you can pop in a new memory card and stuff like that. But yeah, it has different adapters. Let me grab them here. So they come with adapters. So like using for Master System games, and this is for Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance stuff. And then the Nintendo 64 adapter. So I can use that, and I can pull the saves off of those games. And then I can change the battery and then put the save back on the cartridge if I want. So it's pretty cool. Now, you can also do that with if you have the Mega SG or the Super NT. You know, those also let you rip the saves off the games. All right, let's see here. Now, I think, hmm, let's see. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at this
Hell's Angel 79.
other guy.
If I recall, the floppy copiers Oswell like Dual Pro Fighter or Super Magicom.
Yeah, they had those too. I mean, not as common to find. I was looking at more of like the newer options that you can still buy easily. A lot of those copiers are hard to find nowadays. All right, so we got that guy done. Let's go take a look at that gun and see if we can find. My thought is I've got a bad trace or
Hell's
something
Angel
like that.
79. I
I'm
got the
hoping.
Dual Pro Fighter.
Does it work pretty well?
Hell's Angel 79. From back in the day still. Hell's Angel 79. I think last time I tried the floppy didn't make any sounds.
Oh, it's probably need a new belt.
Hell's Angel 79. So if it's the power supply or drive, no idea.
I'm probably thinking that it's the belt for the floppy drive. Almost all floppy drive belts have kind of like disintegrated.
Hell's Angel 79. Could be yet. D2 Crafty 1. That sounds cool. Floppy copier, eh? I haven't touched the 3.5 in forever. Hell's Angel 79. Yeah, those were great back in the day. Hell's Angel 79. Rent the game and dump it.
All right. So my theory is that we got power here. We know this board works. on this setup here. And then we go down to this board and it's getting power and lighting up this light. But it's the return path that we're not getting anything. So we're not getting any information sent back. So my thought is that we've got a trace that's bad somewhere on the return path. Can't really move you off completely, can I? There we go. All right. Let's put the gun over here. So we need to try to
Hells Angel
check.
79. Oh, what the gun issue.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can figure this out.
D2 Crafty 1. Wow, the inside of it is more complicated than I thought it would be.
Right? It's got a lot of stuff to it. All right. So we got. So obviously we want to check to make sure the triggers are working, which I think they are. That's fine. Oh, I don't want to do that way. Do it this way.
D2 Crafty 1. Now I wonder what the inside of my light guns look like for the NES.
We can take one apart. I got a bunch of those. All right, so those are all doing their thing. I'm gonna think it's probably something less complicated, like maybe these jumper wires they have here is bad. Let's see if any of these they toning out fine. It's right here. There it is. Where's the red one going? There's another brown one. All right, those are working with their, high quality way of jumpering things. Let's get this glue off here. Make sure there's no traces underneath here messed up. Oh, what do we have here with this mess? Just clean it up first. On your stupid alcohol container. Like I gotta
D2 Crafty
take it
1.
out.
Thought something more complicated would be behind that shield, lol.
Yeah, I think it's more for the top part. There we go. I think the more complicated stuff's up top because it's got um, a beam that you use to. Oh, it's so stinky. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's for this, mostly for this shell here. That's got another light there. So if we get underneath here, it should come off. Oh no, it's soldered. Never mind. They soldered it down. That's fine. We don't need to get there
Stream, but
unless we
visit
find a trace going bad.
Dougly007's KO5 page at.
All right, so we're just gonna check traces first. That's our grounding. We know ground is good there. Does it get up to here? Yeah. Yes, we're good ground up to there. This one here. That one's good. That's going to there, which is going to that weird wire here. There's it. That wire. Then that trace is from here to here to here. That's good. Just to look at all the connectors real fast.
D2 Crafty 1. So the light that shoots out, is that a diode or a LED?
Oh, and on like coming out this side, uh, it's a diode, or it's an LED. It's a red LED, and then we have the ultraviolet LEDs up here. So these aren't lighting up when these are attached, but they light. This board works on my console. So when I move this board over to my gun, it works fine. So I know it's not this board. It's got to be something with this board here. So I figured I'm gonna first look for easy stuff like uh, traces corroded through, or um, bad solder joints where
Hell's
they're just
Angel
kind of popping out.
79. Oh right, that's where you left them.
Yeah,
Hell's Angel 79. Didn't you recap Oswell?
I did. It's got a full recap. I'm wondering if it's one of these two chips here, the chips. We got LM556CN and MM5629BN. Let me see if I can find. I probably doubt that I'm gonna find a data sheet on either one of these, but let's check it out. LM55.
Hell's Angel 79. Wouldn't there be more power stuff under that silver block / shield?
That's where the LED is, and that circuit works. It lights up, so I know this area is working too. It's lighting up there. We're not getting communication back, so we get communication from this board down to this board to turn on
Hell's
this
Angel
light.
79.
But
Okay.
it's not sending the information that this light's getting is not sending information back up to this board to then tell the other lights to light up. So that's where I'm like, okay, why is that? Holy crap! There's actually a data sheet on it. All right. All right. So the LM is a timing circuit to stabilize control, capable and products accurate, time delayed or oscillation. Um, directly placed into the SE55 6 and the NE556. This probably would be our communication one. I mean, one way I could do it is that we can just put in voltage. I can swap those chips out with the ones I have on mine, and then we can know if those chips are bad. We also could take off um, the other little package stuff to check it. I'd rather see if we can test stuff in circuit first. All right, so pin 2 to 4. Right. The diode internally is looking okay. At least that side. We have another one at pin 6. My pin 7 is ground. Hmm. Yeah, let's look at this data sheet. What's the chances of this one still being out there? MM 56298N. Well, that's a negative. At least on the all data sheets, it's not there. MM 65 or 5629BN. So does the Texas Instrument. Which one is it though? Those are connectors. Everyone's like, yeah, we could find out to buy. You can buy it from us. Where's the data sheet? Yeah, we're not going to give you that. Well, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's check resistors and see if any of those are bad. And if anything, we'll take off that plate and see what we do there. I try. I don't want to take that off just in case. I don't want to mess with anything that might be overly sensitive. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna mess with it. I guess. All right, let's get this one solder point off here. Oh, you stupid thing! Really? Already clogged up. It's like the solder gets to the end of it, and then the thing's just not hot enough to. There. It just keeps on getting clogged up with the same plate. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's another one down here. They soldered it in two places. Oh, poop. Maybe it was just one pin that I seen that didn't have solder on it, so I just assumed. Okay. Now I think we're loose. This one still has some solder on it. There we go. All right, let's take this off now. See what's underneath. Do we have any obviously blown components? Everything looks okay. We can check this coil, but I think that's just for firing up this little LED here. Yeah, it's good. Ooh, hold on. This chip right here doesn't look good. It's got like a little separation. Because I don't know how it reads
D2
normally.
Crafty One. Do you ever have to replace those LEDs or not really?
I have to do it like in like lights. I haven't had to do any light guns yet. Okay. LM. Let's see. LM 393. I have an LED light that I plan on going through and checking a bunch of diodes on it. Let's see what this one is. We should be getting something off this. This is the low power offset voltage dual comparer. All right. Give me data sheet. All right. So we have two diodes coming off of this one. Pin 1 is here. That's an output. And then our inputs are coming in off of 2 and 3. Hold on. Okay. And this one's ground. Try on the other side.
D2 Crafty One. The spring looking thing. Is that the clicky thing that enables it to work?
This right here, these right here, those are your battery inputs. That's where our batteries go to. I'm not sure where this is having the problem at. So I think this is all for this information here. Let's see. I wish I knew our return paths were. So let's see. Come here. Might actually be this one comes out here and goes to that resistor that comes in here, down here, and then to this. So that's just for the information.
D2 Crafty 1.
What is
Wow.
that?
So that light gun needs batteries for it to work?
Yeah.
The SNES doesn't provide enough power for it to work?
No, this is for the this is the Menacer. So it's a wireless controller. Yeah, this is for the Menacer. So it's the Sega Genesis gun. I wonder if I can find one without a receiver for cheap to use for comparison and parts. Let's see here. Oops, wrong
D2
one.
Crafty 1. Oh. I thought that was for the SNES.
No,
Plus,
that's
I didn't know they made wireless light guns.
the SNES one's a bazooka. I have a couple of those too.
Hells Angel 79. The Super Scope on SNES needed batteries too.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, nope. I don't want that. We want to look for the Menacer. Let's look on eBay. Let's see if we have anything. So we can get the gun and the receiver for $40. I don't need that. The box and the gun, don't need that. It's just there's a receiver by itself. Here's the gun by itself for $30. So $9 more, you can get everything. Oh, here's one. $18, but with $12.99 shipping. Jeez. Uh, do this another way. Let's see if there's any auctions with just the gun. Nope. I did find somebody making something to use the Master System gun on the Administer games. That would be cool. Sort by price cheapest. All right, we are got and maybe under controller, gun controller. That way that gets rid of all of my
Hells Angel 79.
other stuff.
Yeah, never quite got why Menacer and Justifiers didn't work together.
Yeah.
Hells Angel 79. On the games, that is.
So $24 is the cheapest I can find the light gun. I don't know. To be fair, I wasn't charging anything for this light gun. I thought maybe I could fix it quickly. So I think his best bet. I don't know if Red 32 Red's in the chat, uh, but I think that would be our best bet because for me to buy the components, it's probably going to cost more than just buying a gun by itself. I at least troubleshot, and we know that his sensor works, so that's good. Um, but I don't know why this is not communicating back. You know, I'm just going to do the old fashioned. We'll go touch up every solder point, and then that way we know there's none of them, no loose connections anywhere, and then we'll try it again. Because I feel like this has got a loose connection problem written on it.
Hell's Angel 79. Would be nice if that was the fix. Hell's Angel 79. Some cracked solder joint.
That's what I'm hoping for. All right.
D2 crafty one.
Oh, that one's going
Back
to.
in the days, didn't they use baking soda to clean off solder points?
Yeah, I think so. So some of these do look kind of creep, like not good. So we're just gonna go ahead and touch up all these guys here.
Hell's Angel 79. What makes that work?
What makes what work?
Hell's Angel 79. Is it like sanding it off sort of? Hell's Angel
Oh,
79.
yeah. So
The
if
baking soda.
the baking soda, because the baking soda is basically if it has it gives it an acidic bath normally first, like with um like an alcohol bath or some sort of when they go to clean the board originally. But you use a baking soda bath to stop the acidic reaction. So they would use acid to etch the boards, and then they'd clean them with baking soda afterwards to stop the
Hell's
acidic.
Angel
So
79. I like that.
yeah,
Hell's Angel 79. Right, I heard of those babs yet.
I'm basically looking for all the joints that look crappy, and I'm redoing those. This one I'm just going to take off completely. Is it so much junk around it? Sure, it's not. Okay. Like a piece of hair on here.
Hell's Angel 79. Can't you speedrun this to check if it's indeed bad solder by reflowing? I think you got a heat gun.
I could, but I'd rather look at each pin connector individually to make sure we're good. I don't mind doing a heat gun with top surface stuff, but through holes, it doesn't really get the component heated up enough. At least that's what I feel. I think we already checked all those wires there. We've already done those wires once. Hmm. Okay, so that was just filled up. Those are just grounding holes. All right. Good. All right. I'm happy with everything underneath this. Let's go ahead and just kind of put this guy back on here. I'm going to loosely put it back together. I'm not going to solder it. We're not going to solder it down yet. Kind of snap that bottom piece back on. Maybe. Maybe not.
D2 Crafty 1. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Baking soda is considered alkaline. Neutralizes acidic stuff.
Yep, yep. All right. We are back on there. Let's put it back in. We'll see what we can do. I don't have hopes, but I think if I spend more time on it, it's not really going to be worth it. Yeah, because this is more like a best effort thing, not necessarily I knew how to fix it. It was like, hey, I can at least take it apart and check the common information. Mostly what he sent stuff to me for was to fix that and mod the Model 3. Okay. That's in. Our little paper thing in. And we gotta move these wires back up here. Yep. And get 2 little screws in first. Oh, I forgot one screw. There's 3 screws on the board.
D2 Crafty 1. Good old Kapton tape.
That's right.
Used for everything LUL.
Yeah, I mean, I could put electrical tape or whatever else on there. It just needs to hold down that uh, those wires so they don't get in the way of the when the gun gets put back together. There we go. It's not like this is a high heat situation. If it is, then there's something else wrong with this thing. All right. Here we go.
Hell's Angel 79. Never knew what that tape was called till recent.
Awesome tape.
Hell's Angel 79. And only yesterday found out can take quite the heat. Oswell apparently.
Yeah, I don't know how much heat, but my heat gun can't mess with it, and that's up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit, or I think it's like I don't think that'd be Celsius, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. I think this small screw is up here. Yep. By the way, getting the Japanese standard screwdrivers so much better. Oh my gosh.
Hell's Angel 79. DR Google says 700F is 371C. That's impressive.
All right. Let's put batteries in it. See what they do. I think I threw away all my bad batteries last time. Or did I leave them in this gun? I think I left them in my other gun. Let's see. Yeah, I did. So my gun is a working gun.
Hell's Angel 79. Need some roses too.
My my little diffuser for the LED fell off before I put it back together. But I don't.
32-bit red. Didn't expect a stream today.
Yeah, I
Are
got
you
your.
off work because of Memorial Day?
I am. I
You
got
too
your.
crafty one. Yeah, I use Kapton tape for my 3D printer.
So I got your Genesis all finished, and it sounds amazing. I've got it hooked up still, so I'll play that. As for the Minister, I think your best bet.
Hell's
Uh,
Angel 79. Right, for 3D prints that would work amazing, I bet.
yeah, I think what you need to do for your Minister, go on eBay, just buy a gun by itself. They're like $25. Then you'll have a working Minister. I don't think for me to put the time into trying to get this to fix and buying parts because it could be a bad chip. I think it's a bad chip. It would cost more than $25. And I wanted you to send this to me just because I wanted to look at it. I didn't know if I was going to fix it or not. But we know your sensor works. So,
32-bit red.
yeah.
I appreciate you trying.
Yeah, I'm just going to he's just dead, Jim. I wish I had better news. I forgot the little plastic piece here, so I gotta
D2
put it
Cracker
back
1.
together, take it apart again.
Now you can use parts off that gun for replacement.
True, we know the power board works. We know the power section here is good. It's just this the secondary
Hells
board.
Angel 79. You're not gonna try with the resolder joints.
I just did. I can already tell it's not working because the light's not coming on when I look at it through my phone camera. We're getting
Hells
nothing.
Angel 79.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing before. But
Hells Angel 79.
yeah,
Okay.
and I gotta take it apart now again just to put that plastic piece back in that fell out. So, but yeah, on eBay there's a see they got guns by themselves. So there's one for $12.99 with $12.99 shipping. Um, it looks fine. It doesn't look like it's been beaten up. It looks like though there's some rust in the holes of the screws. But what does it say? They don't say if they. We don't know if they tested it because they
32
don't
bit
have the
red.
receiver.
You can hang on to that one then. Use it for parts as someone said.
Okay, that way
Hells
we can
Angel
have
79.
cheaper shipping
You
back
could
for the
always
Genesis.
replace the shell.
Yeah, that's true. There's one for $28.99 that looks better than the one for $12. And they don't say. I'm assuming that it's because it's the gun only. They're selling it for cheaper. They don't say that it's un. It doesn't say untested. It just says loose accessory parts, and it says it's in great condition. So in that way, I'm thinking that this one might actually work. So yeah, I think that's our option. Put our stickers back on. Hold on. Is that right? Did I was I dumb again and put the batteries in backwards? I'm sure I looked at the batteries when I took them out. But then I put the sticker back on it, and the sticker. Okay. It doesn't hurt to put them in the other way. It's got a diode for protection, so it wouldn't hurt to put them in another way.
32 bit red. That would be funny if the batteries were the only problem.
Well, we know it's not. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. I had them in the right. Negative is on that side. Positive is on that side. See, after I touch up the solder points, I'm not even getting the little red light in the middle. So it's like it's worse than it was before. Trying to fix it. Yeah, this one's good still. I didn't mess this up. Yeah.
32 bit red.
So this one's still
Do
good.
you think they're built well at all, or did I just have bad luck?
I think if you just had bad luck. Because if you didn't have bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what happened. I don't know if I put all the screws back in mine. Hold on, let me check. No, I didn't. Let me finish. Well, I'll send back the receiver when I send back the Genesis. That way you can just buy a gun by itself. Oh, for another screw. Where's my other screw at? Well, I guess I can take it out of your gun if you if you don't want me to send it back. I can just use this one for one screw I'm misplaced.
$32-bit red. Fine with me, so long as it helps something.
Yep.
Smiley face. Restream.io. Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Thanks, Restream chat. All right, I'm gonna put this gun up so I don't get it confused. If I could find a broken one or another one on uh, online cheap, then maybe we can revisit this and figure out what's wrong with it. But I don't want a chance breaking mine trying to find out if this one works or finding out the problem with this one. So, well, let's go ahead and I'll show Red. He's still here. I'll show you what the Genesis looks like now. And its glory. So it's all cleaned up.
D2 Crafty one. That thing does look pretty cool though.
Yeah. All right. First off, I'm gonna go with a different Sega CD game. Lunar, with its best soundtrack opening ever.
32-bit red. Before you sent back the Genesis 3 and receiver, you mentioned having a spare Sega CD. How much do you want for that? I've got some money coming in soon.
Um, Let me think about it. Because I want to give you a good deal. I just wanted to see what I spent on them and if I had to put any work in them. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you was in the chat when we was talking about it before, but to put the triple bypass in, I think got rid of our composite color. Let me go get my composite cable and see what it does.
$32-bit red. What kind of cable is on it for this?
This is the RF Retrovision cable. The HD Retrovision cable? Sorry. Hold on.
D2 Crafty one. Lunar was always a cool game. They did a remake on it on the PlayStation, no?
Yeah, they just did. Am I hearing crackling in the sound or am I just...
Hell's Angel 79. Sounds crisp.
Yeah, I think I was just hearing stuff. I'm trying to find problems. We just have the AI do it. And I hear this a stereo sound, so we're good there. All right, we're good. And then we also verified that the Terminator 2 glitch where we was having where it wouldn't work. Well, I showed you that that's working now after we hooked up the master system. So that's good.
$32-bit red. So SMS works too.
It does. And yeah, so go here, recently played. We'll do our double dragon. And the RF, the FM
32-bit
sound works
red.
on it too.
Nice work. Smiley face.
The too many sprites on the screen at the same time. Oh, I did. I did. All right. So what else we got? Sega CD check. Master System check. Oh yeah, a virtual racing's working. We test that. With stereo sound now. Yeah. This is a boy now. All right. Now let me plug in Composite and see what we get.
32-bit red. Is the HD Retrovision cable HDMI or component?
Component. That's the one you have already, I thought. I thought you already had the HD Retrovision cable. It will also work with a cable.
32-bit red. Yes, I do.
All right, cool.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to change over to the regular AV video and see what it does. Hmm. It's there, but that really dark. I don't know if that's because of this cable or not. Hold on.
32-bit red. It's all yellow.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
Angel 79. It's green screening.
It is.
D2 crafty one.
Let me plug it directly
You
into
know
my
why
television.
I swapped a lot of my stuff to SCART. Easy way to grab RGB, I guess.
It is. Yeah, okay, so I would say that don't use composite. Because, yeah, that looks like crap. All right. Now we know. Component. This is HE Retrovision only or SCART.
32-bit red. I moved that. Component is nicer anyway.
That's true. Game over? What do you mean game over? Like, what are you saying? I just stood there and didn't do anything? Get the. There it goes. All right. All right. The MSU stuff should work too. I didn't know I could bounce on the bullets. Yeah. This is the way you play this game.
D2 Crafty 1. Man, they put a lot of R&D on this game.
And then what did they do with Fantasia? That was rude of them to just screw up Fantasia game. Like, I don't know if it's like different make. Oh, crap. That's close. Yeah, take that, Apple. Look at that. Can't kill me if I'm behind you.
32. Oh geez. Fantasia. That puts the fear of nightmares into fully grown wrestlers.
That's true. That was awful. I don't know what they were doing.
D2 Crafty 1. Well, this was their first real Mickey Mouse game on a 16-bit system, so they had to show it off.
That's true. There you go. Boink. They did a good job of showing it off.
ONI Densetsu. This looks like emulation.
It really does.
D2 Crafty 1. They probably lost more money on the R&D making this than on the other game.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it really does look. It looks and sounds like an emulation. I thought it took more than one hit to kill him. Oh well.
ONI Dead said
There
so.
we go.
Genesis 3 is razor sharp. E2 crafty one. A Kirby moment.
Yeah, it was. All right. I don't think I can get into the menu from here, so I can't save these games because the MSU games count as Sega CD games, so you can't use the save states on it. All right. We're good here. I'm happy. I'm just going to play now some Mickey. I'll at least play until I die once. Go ahead. There you go. And I beat the
2-bit red.
Snake.
Do you think using CDR on the Sega CD hurts it like some people say? Or is that just heresy?
So the reason why they say that is because it puts a little bit more strain on the laser to read CDRs, but not enough that I think it would kill it. I mean, if it has problems reading, yeah, it might have a problem reading a CDR, but I don't see why it would cause more problem. Now I got apples. Get rid of you stupid heads. Almost to the top of this key and right, slide down.
Angel 79. Burn them slow.
Yeah, you want to have the slowest burning possible. Yeah, I still kept an old CD burner just so I can burn things at 4x. I got 4 more of those left. Probably bounced on that one better than I could.
Thirty-two-bit red. I've got 100 high-quality CDR ready for whenever I need them. I used them on Saturn before I realized the laser was already failing and put the ODE in it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, that's what I got to work on next. I've got a Saturn that's not reading. I'm going to see if I just need to clean it up. So I guess I can put this aside and we can take a look at that Saturn. This really feels like I'm running around into a small world. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I've not lost a life yet. I've usually dead then.
32-bit red. You don't appear to be taking any damage.
No, haven't I? You're not. I'm not. This must be a modded ROM. I'm like, I'm doing really damn good. No, I'm just, apparently this ROM has cheats built into it. Well then, never mind. I probably still suck.
E2 Crafty 1. Flip your TV over.
Yeah, sure. I'm not taking damage at all, am I? Well then, never mind. I might as well stop then. And that's probably why that boss only took one hit and died.
32-bit red. Maybe that's why the boss is in one hit too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I was like, why did that boss die in one hit? Yeah. I didn't realize they put the cheats on when they made the MSU pack. Good catch. Oh well.
Hell 79. Skills.
I got mad skills, that's what it is.
32-bit red. Game Genie codes on perhaps?
No, I didn't turn on Game Genie codes. I think they built it into the ROM. I'm wondering if there's an hidden option menu somewhere. Yep, I'm getting no damage. The only way I've lost the life was falling into a crack. And this is just water. Can you drown? I don't know.
E2 Crafty 1. I like how vibrant the colors are on this game.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed it, because this game has great colors and effects. Looks beautiful. And it does look like an emulator. I don't know.
Hell's Angel
I played
79.
more
This
of...
game does everything right.
It does. I did play a lot more of Quack Attack whenever I was little than I played of this.
Hell's Angel 79. I played this quite a few times through but with action replay.
Yeah.
Hell's Angel 79. The level design is also very nice.
There we go, I died. Alright. Let's see what this Saturn's doing. This was the guy that brought the white Saturn to me. He brought me this one to take a look at.
Crafty 1. I had this game on a cart back then, LUL.
Oh, yeah, I still have my cartridge. This game. Well, to be fair, I have all the Sega games.
I still have the cart of this and Fantasia.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is his Saturn here. I put it off to the side. I have too many Saturns just laying around. So... Come on. I bent these pins once, so I tried. I'm paranoid about plugging them in like slightly off. And the adapter cables for these RF or HD Retrovision stuff is expensive. So if it doesn't work, oh, let's just use this one. There we go. All right. Then we'll throw in controller. All right. No game in there. I don't know if there's. I don't think this one's modded in any way. Take a look. Probably going to whine about a dead battery. No, he actually has a good battery in it. All right. Let's throw a game in here and see what happens. Thunder Strike. Not a good game. Don't do it. It did not register my game getting put in. Yeah, I got nothing, did it? But it's not telling me the door's open either. Shouldn't it say door open? It's spinning the disc, so that's a good thing. Well, let's try the quick and easy thing, and we'll just get a Q-tip and actually, I've got a CD cleaner that I bought. We'll try this first, and then. But there's something else not right. Like, I feel like it should say something right here when the door pops open. It should make another noise. All right. Let me grab my Saturn because I'm thinking this might be a cap issue, not a laser issue. I have too many Saturns stacked up here. This one go over here. All right. My it's a round button one, so it's not the exact same model that his is, but still. So number one, well, yeah, this one needs batteries, so I know that. We didn't get this. It's not doing this at the beginning. So I should get that. Drive empty. We're not getting a drive empty message. Not getting the door open message. One thing, something else is going on with that system. What would be causing that? Let me see here. Let's go to the interwebs, because that is not what I would expect to see from a not disc reading game. Saturn not running BIOS completely. Yes, that might be too complicated. Uh, these are all cores. I don't want cores. I
Hells
want.
Angel 79. Try AskAI.
You want to try to ask the AI? All right, let's do that.
Hells Angel
Let's do
79.
this.
And it's scraped enough sides to give an indication probably.
Sega Saturn console not I guess Sega Saturn console BIOS animation not working. That's a good starter, I guess. So the entire ROM device could be an issue. Also, it can have incorrect power stability. Let me see here. Open this one. We'll open up its to trouble quick common issues. We got the power issue. That's fine. Controller problems. Video. Nope. That's game freezing. Nope. All right, that did not have what I needed. Sega modifications. This is if they put in a region free, and then the it's not working correct with the region free BIOS. Hmm. Yeah, this one's weird. It's almost lunchtime. I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time to look into it. I guess we're gonna. I guess we have the recording of that. I'll have to take a look at that.
Your kids watch Minecraft the movie.
Yeah, we went to the theater to do that. It was pretty fun. We enjoyed it. It was fun. Not Saturn. Let's see. Which Sega Saturn? And same door open. Yep. All right. I'm thinking that we're just probably going to have to. Let's take it. I bet we have some bad caps in here. Let's just open up the Saturn. We won't be able to do much with it, but we can at least take a look at some parts to it. See what we can find because this one is stumping me. I'm thinking it had to be a full refurbish. Before I do that, how am I going to?
D2 Crafty One. What's the issues with the Saturn?
Oh, did you just see what me booting him up? So okay, let me boot up my Saturn again, and then you can, and I'll put this one in, and you can see the differences. Okay. Let's go back to playtest, and so this is a. We'll do a normal Saturn boot up. My battery's dead. His battery is good, so I got to see what saves he has. I might have to back up some saves, which is not a big deal. All right, so here's how normal Saturn boots up with no disk. Oh, that doesn't help. Yep. All right, so you have this beautiful Saturn boot up screen. And right now it just says drive empty right away. I open the door, drive door open. Close the door, checking for disk. And then it'll say there is no disk. All right, so that is what we should be seeing. Okay, we'll grab his.
D2 Crafty One. January 1st, 1994. Is missing.
Right. All right, here we go. So this is what we got on his. Number one, it's straight to the Saturn, like it has a cartridge just put into it. Then it's checking for disk. Even there is no disk in here. So it shouldn't be checking for a disk format because I have no disk in there. It should say drive empty. All right. If I pop the door open, nothing happens. I close the door, nothing happens. So
Hell's
I
Angel
don't.
79. Almost like the sensor thinks it's in there, like PS1 keeping that spring down.
Well, not even that. That's not what I'm concerned about because right now it should have said drive empty. Let's see what happens if I reset it with the door open. Okay. So now the door is open and I reset it. It's still checking for disk format, but it's not moving the laser or anything internally. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like something's wrong with the sensor, but it shouldn't say checking for disk anyway. It should know there's no disk in there. Oh, I forgot to check for his saves. Let me check that first.
Hell's Angel 79. Yeah, but if the sensor thinks it's not empty but there is a disk, just no game, that's how I see it.
Yeah, right.
Hell's Angel 79.
But it shouldn't even.
No Saturn.
Yeah, with the
Hell's
Saturn.
Angel 79. Or anything. Laughing face.
Right. Let's go back to system setting. Memory manager. What's okay? He doesn't have anything saved in here, so we're okay. He does have the correct time though. All right. All right. Let's take a look at this guy. Yeah. So that's the problem. Is that it's got some
Hell's
weird.
Angel 79.
It could be a power issue.
Because if you put a game in turn on the Saturn, you get that same screen, the gray Saturn logo, so to speak, and then instantly boots to the game.
Right. Now, here, let's do something else. Let me put my action replay in here. Oh, I unplugged it already. I'm going to put my action replay in.
D2 Crafty 1. You think the BIOS could possibly be screwing with it?
I think we might have a bad caps. I think there's something else wrong with it. So with action replay, it should go straight to the Saturn logo and then straight into the action replay. All right. So now when I go in here, let's see what happens. Couldn't initialize CD block. So it could not even initialize the entire. All right, so it's having trouble with the entire CD-ROM unit. Let's reset it. Let's see what happens again. Yeah, so this kind of gets more information. Right now, booting game in 2.1. Yeah, so it doesn't recognize there even being a CD-ROM unit in it. Not like it's not even just a bad laser reading. It's like there's nothing even there for it to read for. So it makes for a more interesting fix than just swapping it out. Okay, get the battery out. Bench. Okay. There's my missing screw that I thought I didn't that I lost. Or is that's my that's out of my Genesis 3 over there. That's what it was. Okay. Come on, get out of there. I really wish I could control this light a little better, or the camera a little better. I need to figure out if I can maybe put it somewhere else. Should be all of them. Oh, it's the top side power supply. And I left the disc in there. This is a gen like VA0 or 1. This is an early model. That's why it was so heavy. My God. The game up so I don't mess it up. So yeah, this version has a power supply. It's attached to the top side of the board instead of on the console itself. So we can go ahead and check the switches real fast to make sure they're good. We'll just check the stuff on the top side first. So this is our switch contact for the door.
D2 Crafty 1. Built like a tank.
Yeah. It also could be bad power supply, um, like not a good clean power supply signal. All right, so right now it should be closed, so it should be shorted. No? Isn't it? They follow the wrong cord? Yeah, it's that cord.
D2 Crafty 1.
There we go.
What was the retail price on a Saturn?
$3.99. All right, so our switch is good. That's good. And this is our reset switch, which we know is good there. And this is our power switch, which we know that's good. So we know it's not the eject switch. All right, so let's see the power supply. We're just gonna go look. We know it powered on, but oops, we're gonna need a different version screwdriver. Maybe the smaller one here. Yeah, there we go.
D2 Crafty 1. Did it come with a game?
It had Daytona. Well, I don't know the original one. I can't remember if the original was a core or if it came with games, but eventually it came with Daytona USA, Virtual Fighter 2. What was the third game in that free block? I have to go look. I can't remember the third one. But I'm pretty sure like they added that as a free mail-in right away. As soon as they announced the PlayStation being $2.99, they had to give something in for free.
Hell's Angel 79. Panzer Dragoon probably.
No, it wasn't that
Hell's
good of a
Angel
game.
79. Mine didn't come with any.
I'm gonna go grab it. I've got a copy of it over here. Holly. Virtual Cop. That's the other one. So here it was. It was a 3 free games, $189 value. So Virtual Cop.
D2 Crafty 1. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Hell's Angel 79. Oh damn, 3 on 1 game, that's neat.
It actually was 3 separate discs. So they still give you the 3 games separately. They just packaged them in one. The other thing that was packaged like that was the virtual on stuff, or yeah, virtual on and the NetLinks packet also came with like 3 games in one. All right. So power supply doesn't look too shabby. I don't see any leaking caps. I mean, they probably need to replace anyway. This guy's a little bulging, but the power supply worked. Now, if it's a clean voltage coming out of it is another question. But I'm not going to worry about that. Go ahead and put this back on here. I'll see how much the recap kit would cost compared to like getting the like clean Saturn power, the retro clean or what do they call it, where they replace the power supply. All right, so I'm thinking that, well, I can actually test this. My Japanese Model 1 Saturn is the same
D2 Crafty
same
1.
like this.
How that game. Knights came with the Saturn.
Well, Knights came with the Saturn 2 in a different compilation when they had the 3D controller. My big screwdriver just go. I just had it. How do I keep losing my screwdrivers? It's freaking in my face, and I still can't find them. It does not feel like the right screw. That feels like the right screw. All right. Let's take a look at the second section. So this ribbon cable can cause problems here if it's going bad. But the rust on this guy, I'm not excited about that. Well, none of those caps look like the bulging or nothing physical yet. Let's get
D2 Crafty 1. That is kind of a weird game.
What, Knights? Yeah, Knights is weird. Don't mind me just kidnapping a kid.
D2 Crafty 1. Yeah, Knights.
All right. So place your bets. A 0.5, a 1, a 1.5, or a 2 on our version once we get this thing off. These are usually the ones that we are like this. Come on. One of you magnets do magnety things. Oh, cool. Hey, thanks for the follow. I couldn't read the name, it was in blue. But I appreciate you giving me a follow. Alright, now here it comes. Survey says. Oh my. That's some rust here. It is a version 0.8. I've not even seen a 0.8.
R3 Flex. TwitchCon HYPE, TwitchCon HYPE, TwitchCon HYPE. D2 Crafty 1. Survey says. G's needs a clean LUL.
Yeah. I'm also not liking the looks of these caps. I think we gotta need a full recap. So our cartridge is plugged in here. We got some funky stuff going on to this board. Let's see. Separate board for this too. Let's see. Do we have any other screws? Nope. All right. Okay. Looks okay. Um. Yeah, the caps look nasty.
Tiki Party. These are so pretty. I'm always gazing at the boards. D2 Crafty 1. What are those daughter boards about?
So this one is the board that takes care of your VCD player and stuff like that. So this is your VCD board. Um, and it also is where your uh, connection is for the CD-ROM.
R3 Flex. These Model 3s are cool, despite the crap condition.
Oh, oh no, we're past the Model 3. This is actually we're on the we moved on to a Saturn. I forgot to change my name. Yeah, this is a Saturn, a 0.1 first release Saturn. Also, look at that. The EEPROM is actually inside of a socket. So I wonder what we're going to look like on the EEPROM. That makes it easy. Jesus. Maybe I should just order a region-free BIOS for this right now. Don't have to decide of the BIOS or anything. Just drag and drop it. Get the standoffs off here. So this guy has all kinds of interesting things going on it. I've taken apart a lot of Saturns, but nothing like this. We've got the ribbon cable off here too. That should be everybody. We have one more screw here. Okay, so we have the issue is where it's communicating up to this board. Could be a BIOS issue too. Oh, control ports. More screws. Stupid camera. There we go.
R3 Flex. Which consoles do you usually repair?
Oh, whatever I can get my hands on. There's not a usual. I just fix whatever I have, whatever needs fixing. I don't have a usual one that I go to. I fixed a few Genesis recently. I fixed another Saturn before this one. I just fixed that Model 3 Genesis and put a Put the triple bypass mod into it. All right. I don't see any rust or anything. So on the Saturn,
Nice. Oh, okay. I thought you were a big Sega guy.
I am a big Sega guy. I don't discriminate on my repairs. So these pins here, I found if you have trouble with your controller point, sometimes these will have a bad solder point on them. I'm just making sure there's no shorts or anything on them right now, and all of them look okay. Look okay. Hmm. Yeah, this not a. This cap looks horrible. This one's like bubbling up really bad. It's hard to see on the camera. I think we just have. I think I guess we need to get a cap kit for this guy. Let me do some internet research real fast. We'll see what a BIOS would be for this too. Like, might as well just get a region-free BIOS in there. Then you don't have to have a different boot, or you don't have to have any of those cards to change the region. We'll check out console 5. Replace will be shipped on. Okay. Right. Game consoles. Sega. Saturn. All Sega Saturn. Uh, CD, PCB caps. Don't need that. What is our CD unit coding?
D2 Crafty one. If it did have a BIOS issue, can just pull the battery.
Well, yeah, that that battery just resets the memory though. Okay, see ENR 7E. Right, that got that in cart. Then we need main board.
D2 Crafty one. If it's the BIOS itself. Good luck, LUL.
Well, I can order new BIOSes. Hey, that's not a problem. I can like let me see here. Sega Saturn region free BIOS. So Consoles Unleashed has them for sale. So I can go here and I can say it's the BIOS type is the DIP for VO zeros, and I can say I want it the worldwide option. Oh, he sold out. I have that one. Let me see if somebody else has them. I know other people had them for sale. Oh no, are they all sold out? All right, so they don't have it. How about these guys? I need the other region free BIOS, please. Saturn. Try it again. Sega, flashcard 30Es. Sega? Well, poop on a stick. There. They only have the other one. I need to see what EEPROM it uses, or like what the pinout is. Maybe I can just find um, someone that's selling it, or buy the chip and just flash it myself. All right, what is that power supply part number? Of course, I got to take it out to see it again. Let's just find the console itself. I might be lucky and it's just Saturn main boards. The SMD main boards. Oh, there we go. Add to cart. Jesus. All right. And power supplies. Let's take this apart again and see what power supply this is. I mean, I'm already in it. I might as well just recap all of it. I also need to contact him to make sure he's okay with this, because it might be a little bit more costly. But I think once we get it done, it would be better off. Oh, little screwdriver.
D2 Crafty 1. How many caps do you have to replace?
Let's see. On the power supply, we have a few on here. Come on, get out of there. There we go. So we have what? 3, 6, 7 on the power supply. What power supply is our number on this one? This is the Fujitsu power supply.
D2 Crafty 1. Holy crap.
KS 350. KS 350. H030, I think it was. No, yeah, H022/2.
Size of that cap.
Yeah, he's a beast. Let's see if this one comes with everything we need. All right, cool. All right, so caps alone for this console is $25. I could probably get them cheaper than that, but that's at least to get everything done. Now I'm going to back to seeing what I can find with his region-free BIOS. I want to get oops, wrong one. Just I wonder if they have it here. Parts BIOS. Atari, ColecoVision, Atari. Again, Atari CD BIOS and no encryption BIOS for $7. They do not have Saturn BIOSes. Okay.
No. That's old tech for you.
I like old tech. I have a ColecoVision that
D2
I'm going to
crafty
put some
one.
stuff.
You might want to go with Nikon or Panasonic.
Well, I'm looking at what they have on console. He usually uses Rubicon on console 5. Let me just log in so I can save my cart. All right. So I got that in the cart. Um, hmm, for BA0.
No. What are you doing to the Genesis?
The Genesis actually, I modified it. We already got the. Yeah, I need to change my header now. But what I did with the Genesis, we got it all cleaned up. I put a triple bypass in it, so it has higher video quality. It can now play through the EverDrive. It can play the Master System games, virtual racing. It has stereo sound again, and it has CD quality. It has CD audio. So basically, everything in this console now can do what any other big boy Genesis console could. But this guy right here, when you first bought it, it was a mono console, and if you tried to play Master System games, it didn't work. If you tried to play CD games on the EverDrive, you'd get no audio. So he is now a
D2
beast.
crafty one. Can you actually put a power base on it?
You want to see what it looks like? I can grab my power base.
No. The Model 3 was a
Yeah.
stripped down version, yeah.
So now it's a beast version once more. She's not stripped at all. But yeah, let's see what this power base looks like on it.
R3 Flex. Hell yeah, I had a power base converter as a kid.
Come on, get out. It doesn't want to come out easily. There we go. There we go.
D2 crafty one.
Okay.
Nice in box.
Thank you.
R3 Flex. Huge thing.
um. Uh. Okay. It, it it covers the entire system. Let's find out if it works. All right, this will be fun. All right, let's have some. Let's have some fun. What Master System game should we try? I'll just go find something.
D2 crafty one. I have one on my CDX. Yes, it works. It is still interesting. No. LOL.
Okay. Once again, have too many cords everywhere. There it is. Come on. All right. There's the top. Actually, I better get a Master System controller. Since I don't have the modded ROMs, it's not going to like me using a 6-button. All right. All right. Master System game. I mean, I guess if I'm going to play a game, I might as well grab one to flex. You know, let's flex some Golden Axe Warrior.
D2 Crafty 1. Funny how the power base is like much bigger than Model 3 LUL.
Look at that. Right on. Is my game still there?
Fun game.
Hey, look at that. Battery's still fine. Well, so yeah, the answer is yes. The power base converter. Okay, does work. Oh man, but man, I forgot how bad the Master System directional pad is.
R3 Flex. Hated the SMS pad.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm pressing left and it's walking down most of the time. Yeah, so that was not a down press, that was a right press.
Hell's Angel 79. Can you use a Mega Drive pad on SMS?
You can. Some games works fine. Some games it freaks out on. So it just depends on the game. Yeah, I died. Wah wah. Alright, so yeah. Yes, it can. No problem. It's kind of funky.
D2 Crafty 1. Works fine with Miracle Warriors.
I wonder if it works with the card games. Because I've only got 5 minutes left. Let's just play around with this for a second. Turn off my soldering iron stuff. Let's see. Where's my card games? Spy versus Spy. Transbots. My hero. Let's do my hero. And Ghost House. I got that too. I think F-16 Fighting Falcon will work because that technically uses the colors for the Coleco, or the not Coleco, the SG-1000, and so I don't think those would work. But we'll see what happens. I want to grab some of the card games here. Knock the camera off. But yeah, we'll try. I don't think this one will work.
D2 Crafty 1.
Because it's technically
I
just.
got the TG16 Mini. The Who cards were pretty cool looking.
Oh yeah, those are. They're pretty much the same thing as these. All right, I don't think this will work because I don't think it has the color palette for it to work. Is it gonna work? No way. Okay. Yeah, so when you actually get in the game, it won't do anything because you need the actual Master System color palette that has the SG-1000 in it. When they made the Genesis, they took out the SG-1000 color
Too
palettes,
crafty
and it
one.
won't work right.
So I'm not totally sure. Were those Who cards able to save games?
These were just ROMs. There was none. The ones that they made never had a saving function, and on the TurboGrafx, I'm pretty sure all of the saves was done um, either on the power base converter that plugged in the back, um, or something external, or if you had a CD-ROM attached to it, it would work there too. Oh, this one-hit kill crap! I hate this game. I forgot how bad this game is. Apparently I worked far enough to get into the next one.
Hell's Angel 79. Punch M to the moon. Art Reflex.
Oh, I died.
Even like that game.
I don't know. This was one of those games that you had to be a glutton for punishment if you want to like play through this a lot. Why were they both blowing me kisses? Just jump, that might be better. Oh gosh. Oh, whatever, I was past the knife. That was a dirty lie. And there's the game.
Crafty one. Well, people like playing. I wanna be the guy.
That's right. Like, this is one of those games that people will just get good at and show off their 1cc awesomeness. But, yeah. To me, that's a game that you want to use save states on. Like, screw this tree hugging hippie crap. Now, this game was an awesome game for what it was. I mean, it's fun to play. Uh-oh. I pull it out. Ghost House is a fun to play game. Come on, my card better not be messed up. I'll be so mad. Probably just needs cleaned. Okay, I can clean it real fast. I've got some Q-tips.
Art Reflex. Give her a bit of IPA.
Yep, that's what I'm
Hell's
thinking.
Angel 79. Low on it.
We'll just do it all.
D2 crafty one.
There we go.
I used to use the old eraser trick.
Oh, I do that too. If I need to. I thought Ghost House worked with this. If it doesn't boot here in a second, we'll plug in the master system and see if maybe it's an issue with. I thought Ghost House worked with the power base converter, but maybe I was wrong. Because wasn't Ghost House when it was released in Europe, didn't they put that on an actual cartridge? No, just busting out the master system. Just because now I want to make sure this works.
D2 Crafty One. Is that a card for EU?
No, I think in the EU had a cartridge. This isn't a US one. The US had the game on a card. I know My Hero is made on a cartridge, but it was never made on a cartridge in America. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I guess Ghost House does not work on the Genesis. I gotta test that now on I gotta jump on that to capture it. But look at the scan lines on this guy. Look at the jail bars. Ow. He so needs. Can you dribble bypass a Master
D2
System?
Crafty One. Use on original Master System.
Yeah, I'm fine on a Master System. Ah. Yeah, so on a regular Master System, I'm fine with it. All right, so now I got to try one more thing. We're going to unhook all of this, and I'm gonna hook up. Ready? Okay. Be up in just a second. Now I just want to see what happens when we play Ghost House with the EverDrive. Because I thought the EverDrive played Ghost House on the Genesis.
D2 Crafty One. Not sure on the limitations on the power base.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. And I don't know how much emulation is done through the, or like, patching on the EverDrive when it plays certain games. But yeah, after this test, I'm gonna have to get off here because it's lunchtime. All right, Master System. That's not Master System. US. Ghosts and Goblins. Ghost House. So it is working here. So I'm not sure why it's having trouble with an actual unit. All right. Well, at least I know my card's working. But yeah, see how like nicer this is coming through here? Get that knife. I missed it. Oh, but yeah, see the jail bars are gone. It's a nice clean gray. We don't have any of those horizontal bars. That's what what it needs to look like. All right, I'm done with it for right now. I gotta go upstairs and have lunch with the fam. I appreciate you guys coming in. I will clean up my mess later today.
Art Reflex. Good job.
Thank
Art
you.
Reflex. CYA. Arthur Collector. Clean USMS adapter with stack cleaner on card slot.
Oh yeah, that's a
Hells
good
Angel
idea.
79. Have a good one.
Yeah, I'll clean that. But the other two games work, so that's
And
what's
I
weird.
Densetsu.
Oh well.
See ya, Doug.
Thank you all for coming in, and see you next week.